To help you understand how Real Madrid versus Arsenal is going to go, I want you to take a look at this video.
I'm Jakob Kiwior, and I just woke up in my £1.5 million gaff in North London. I realise I'm starting against Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final next week. I take a deep breath and remember who I am, where I came from, and why I do what I do. I remember I didn't spend my childhood running in the freezing cold streets of Poland, kicking a ball against the wall in the pouring rain, just to be a backup defender. I remember I was trusted to play at the World Cup and the Euros. I faced the best of the best and didn't crumble. I remember my missus is the twerking champion of the world. I remember I'm the man. I remember I've trained with the very best. I defend against Saka every single day. If I can half handle him, I can handle anyone. I remember I play for Arsenal Football Club. I'm not a nobody. I'm here because I belong. I remember that this badge, this moment, this challenge, it's exactly what I worked for. Those nights I stayed in when my mates went out, the extra training sessions, the sacrifices my family made, this is what all of it was for. No excuses, Jakub. You're here for a reason. Do us proud, you hero. So, man.
If you were Kiwior, how would this video make you feel? Like if you were you, how did you feel watching this video about Kiwior? I felt empowered. I felt like I'm ready to go. I felt like I belong. I did well at the World Cup. Not quite my girl is the twerking champion. That's not for me, but it's something. Think about how much pride you should feel in yourself. But the problem is you might feel all that pride, but can you display it on the pitch? Now, I don't want to act like he had an awful game, but it's about moments. Leaving that ball to drop, leaving that ball to bounce, not taking full charge of the ball while it was in the air and heading it out like Gabriel would have done. Leaving it for Miles Lewis Kelly to defend when you had an opportunity to send it back into the Everton half and you let it bounce. Those are the moments. Imagine Bellingham there. Imagine Mbappe running behind. Imagine Vinicius. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're supposed to have, you're supposed to want to show that you deserve a starting place. You do. Now, I want to ask you guys, if you are Mikel Arteta, what kind of defensive pairing are you doing? What is your back line? Ben White is back, and he's a centre back. Yes, he's right centre back. Kiwior is the only left centre back we have fit. Calafiori, we know, is injured. He plays there for Italy. What do you do? Or do you put Timber in the middle now because you have Ben White back? How would you shape that defensive back? Or would you stick to Kiwior? Would you stick to him? I think everything else he did today was okay. We're spoiled. We're a little bit spoiled by the effectiveness of Gabriel, the forcefulness of Gabriel. When he just takes charge, head, leg, everything, the power he shows, the pace he shows, the focus all the time that Gabriel shows on the pitch, our leader at the back. We're spoiled. Because if you watch that game against Kiwior, you just understand what we miss, understand how big of a miss it was. It will be against Real Madrid, Gabriel. It's so sad, man. But I hope Kiwior goes back in, looks himself in the mirror, watches this video again and watches this game against Everton and see where he could have done better. I know Mikel Arteta will give him all the information he needs to succeed against Real Madrid. But the problem is, can he show it? You would think if he can't show it against Everton, if he can't show the focus needed, if he can't show the forcefulness needed, the strength needed against Everton, how is he going to show it against the Galacticos of Real Madrid? How? I don't have faith, man. I don't have faith. The result today doesn't really bug me. The league is done. I came on here several times with so much hope, with so much faith in this team because I thought we would do it. I thought we would, pull Liverpool down somehow. Now it's virtually impossible. The best we can do, I believe, is second place, and everybody knows, barring some sort of miraculous crumble of a century, it'll take for us to win this league. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So the result didn't bother me today. My full focus was trying to understand where these players' heads are at when we come against Real Madrid on Tuesday. That's all I really wanted to see. And honestly, I don't know. Saka came on. It seemed like everything was just going through Martinelli, who I thought did well when he came on. He and Tierney both combined to create some good opportunities for Odegaard, for Merino with the header. You expect better from these ballers, but they didn't convert. So sad. Everton, I thought dug deep. They played well. We all know what to expect. Sit back. They will run. They'll have so much power and pace and strength in their midfield to their backline. So we all knew what to expect. But they don't have any quality. They barely have any quality. Ndiaye, who maybe is their most, at least on the pitch when the game started, was their most creative player, and he didn't really do anything besides the penalty. I don't know, man. Obviously, we saw a different starting lineup in this game than we'll see against Real Madrid. I know Thomas Partey is going to be in there in the midfield because he brings that kind of assurance and that kind of focus and also a little bit of pace that Jorginho lacks. Declan Rice is obviously going to start. Timber, I think, will start over Ben White. Ben White, who you can clearly see is still, lacking match fitness. Obviously, Saliba is going to start. Kiwior, we don't know. Miles Lewis-Kelly is definitely starting. Trossard, I don't think will start that game. I think it will be Merino up top, Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right. Because Nwaneri looked a little off today. I don't know if he's feeling the pressure of a man on the bench, Saka, but he can't think that way. He needs to still deliver. I thought he was poor today for his standards. No, he's young. This is not a testament to how his career is going to go. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about this game. I thought he didn't, cover himself in glory. Odegaard is definitely going to start, as we know. We did this sort of a switcheroo thing with Merino and Trossard in the middle. It seemed like they were interchanging who was top 9 and who wasn't. Man, Tuesday is the big one. That is all we have left this season. And our season can all but end on Tuesday when we come up against Real Madrid. It could all be over because the league is done. We're out of the cups. Champions League is all we have left. So if we do not capitalize, if we do not have a good first leg to give us some hope going into the second leg, it's over. We are the underdogs, heavily underdogs, honestly. And I don't mind that. I love an underdog story. I just hope we can do it. We've done it before against them. Excuse me. But then we had Thierry Henry. We had the likes of so many quality players in that back line, in the front line. Everywhere we had so much quality. It's not quite the same. But as a deluded Arsenal fan, I have to go that we'll win. For some reason, I see us winning 2-1. For some wild reason. But we know Real Madrid in the Champions League is a different beast. We know we're going to come up against the best of the best in Vinicius, Bellingham, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Valverde. Golly. Why do I have such hope? Why do I have such hope? I might be really crazy. This is crazy to think about. But if you love your team, you will always find that hope. No matter the caliber of players you're coming up against, you will always find that hope to cling on to. And I am clinging on to the hope when we face off against Real Madrid this Tuesday. I am. I know. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this game. Let me know who you think your lineup, who Arteta's lineup will be when we face off against Real Madrid. It was a sad day somewhat because this is our last game at Goodison Park. The stadium is going to be, they said, might be given to the women's football team. So I guess our Arsenal women will play there. But it's the last game for the men's team because the men's team of Everton are getting a new shiny toy in a new stadium. And I think the capacity of this one is only about 40,000. So it's good for them. It's good business for them. I don't even want to watch the following games. Aston Villa against Nottingham Forest seems like a spicy game to watch. The Merseyside derby is also this weekend. I don't really care because I have no, dog in the fight. The season is done. I don't really care. Liverpool is coming up against Fulham. My boys, Iwobi, Emil Smith-Rowe, Leno at the back, Reece Nelson, who I think is still injured. But it doesn't matter. Even if they do us a solid, we didn't get 3 points today. So it doesn't really matter. The most we can do is gain 1 point. And when you're 12 points behind, 1 point might as well be 0. Honestly. But they're not going to lose. Liverpool, I think, will win this game convincingly. And they're going to coast to the Premier League title. Because with 8 games left, I think 7 games left now, it's all them. Nobody's close. We're the closest. And we're 12 points away. 11 as of time of recording. So I don't see how they're just not going to just cruise. You know, they don't have anything left to play for. They're out of the cups. They're out of the Champions League. This is it. It's still glory at the end of the season for Arne Slot on his first season, on his first time. The last season for Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Salah for Liverpool. You know what? I'm not even mad. If it was going to be any team, I'm happy it's Liverpool. I truly am. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It to be an honor to welcome you into this community. Take care. God bless. Have a great rest of your weekend. I don't even know if that makes sense, but take care. God bless. Peace.